Welcome to the World of Warships with Captain Yamo. I am your host, Captain Yamo, and this is the Tier 6 battleship, the Japanese battleship, excuse me, the Fuso, the Furious Fuso. Let's see what we can do with this thing. One thing you should be doing is you should be keeping in mind what's going on this little screen. By hitting tab, you can take a look at who's in the match with you. I see that we have a carrier. That's something to keep in mind. We have the battleship advantage. That's something to keep in mind. And I'm top tier, so that's one less thing to worry about. I really enjoy this battleship with the 6 turrets. I feel like I can have a big impact on games even when I'm not top tier. With as many matches as I have in the Fuso, gunning it just gets easier and easier. So I'm going to show Zachary Lassiter there what I can do. Two hits out of 12, I'll take it. Destroyers aren't easy to hit. That guy was 12 plus kilometers away. But, you know, with a lot of practice, like I said, you can make those shots happen. Pop off it. One shot, it clean shot. That's a ranging shot. Spotting that bomber come in, I decided I would turn sideways. You don't want the bombers to come in over your bow in particular. And then Zachary pops up again, so I decide I got to try and take a couple shots at him. Take my attention off the bomber, who then sets me on fire. Does almost 2,000 points of damage there. But I get 2 more hits on Zachary. Listen to that AA go. In this case, I'm probably letting myself burn because I fear that I may take damage requiring me to repair again, so sometimes you do that. You know, you have to try and figure out when it'll be the most effective time for you to use your repair. And so when I can hold off repairing, I will. I do. I'm down 10,000 hit points, but you're in a battleship, you know, you're gonna take some damage. So these cruisers coming down the 4 line right there, they actually present a decent sized threat. There's almost as many of them as there are our ships, and you know, we got a carrier there, which I would like to protect, especially since he was smart enough to use his fighters to cover me. So you'll see I start shedding speed, hoping I can get a shot in on these guys. You can see me taking aim. Shots out. Now, AP is not the most effective thing to use on an enemy, but look, 2 hits there, and he's over the over 8 kilometers, almost 9 kilometers away from me, and I get good hits on him. It's just practice, guys. Practice and lazy-eyed gunnery. If you practice it, you will get better. I promise. Ranging shot. Shots look good, so you'll see me start coming around. And look at how many enemies we have closing in on us. Once I had a couple fires going, you know, once you have more than one fire going, you know you have to start thinking about repairing. So I hit the repair party button, and then I went ahead and got back some hit points too. Look at those nice hits. You can see I keep trying to angle the ship so that his shells won't penetrate. And boom, shakalaka. I kept trying to get the CV to run. I guess he figured that he was safer just sitting still. Not sure I agree with that, but you know, you really can only control the ship that your keyboard controls. That's another skill that a lot of people should cultivate. Watching the minimap and being aware of what's going on. You know, you can see that destroyer right there where I was clicking the map. Oh, there's some bad shots. Once they disappear, it's all speculation. You're not quite sure if you're going to hit them, but you try. And I missed pretty horribly. Couple test shots just to see if we can get over that island. We couldn't. And look, Kelzan is still sitting there. I know he's aware of what's going on around him. Just, now he's underway. With an enemy destroyer about 3 kilometers away from him, 2 kilometers, now he wants to be underway. Good thing is, we can help. Just not with those 12 shots. If you're checking the minimap, you'll notice that there's somebody in front of him too. And there he goes. And now Maverino shows up as well. Even though it's taken all of my guns off of the destroyers, I know I have to start moving because I'm really close to destroyer range. I don't want Mavarino to set me on fire, so I take some shots at him. And of course, then it's either the Farragut or the Clemson that sets me on fire. But I still don't use my repair yet. I've got a couple hits on Mavarino, but now I have to focus on these guys, okay? Because the Clemson's only 5 kilometers away. Secondaries start lighting off at him. And you'll notice I've switched over to HE now. If you're going to switch your ammunition in a battleship, you really have to pick the time. And I feel like I made the right choice. I switched targets because I know my other guns are going to be about able to shoot on him. I sink the other guy exhibit with my secondaries, and then just put a horrid beating down on this Go Grizz right here. I Holly homed his Ronda Rousey. Okay, here come the torpedoes. Are they going to hit me? Nope. Skadoosh. And now we just gotta put a couple holes in that Cleveland. And at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and stay with the HE until after I fire. Now what I intended to do is I intended to wait until they were all loaded up, and then after I had fired off a full broadside, then reload with AP. That's okay, I got some backup now. Big rubber ducky. And at 107 hit points, there's only so much Mavarino can do to me. Give him a full respect broadside, but he's dead anyways. Have a little mutual respect love fest going back and forth there with Rubber Ducky. And you know, if you're looking at the mini map, you're looking at the situation, you know that the remaining 2 enemy ships are in the north by A, and we only have 6 minutes. Fortunately, we're 100 points ahead, so we should win on points. But it's always a good idea to play until the whistle blows. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you do everything you can to win up until that moment where you can no longer win. So they take out our cruiser, and so now it's the two battleships left. And look at the score. At this point, on points alone, we'll win. And so we don't necessarily need to press the attack, but with both of us being pretty close to, you know, he's got full hit points, and then I have like 2/3 of my hit points at least, I decide that I might as well be aggressive. And this is the other factor here. So New Mexico and a Congo against 2 Fusos, and I figure that we, with all the hit points that we have a very good chance of taking them out and really ensuring the victory. I think we're going to use the magic of editing to get a little deeper in the battle when it resumes. Can we clear the island? And even better, can we hit them? Nope. But that was pretty close. And now we just have to take out Bo Shepherd. And even better in this situation, his guns aren't even pointed in my direction, so I'm pretty safe. Some nice solid hits there. And we get the kill. Maybe, but we definitely got the Confederate. There you go. Throwing Volkswagen shells around like it's nothing. Welcome to the world of battleships. Let's see, 217,000 credits, 2,409 XP. Off of 1,606 base XP. So it's a decent match, you know, 1,500 or so. I start thinking I did alright. And I got a Confederate and fireproof. Huh. Alright. See what else we got here. We did almost 50,000 points of damage with AP, another 8,000 with, well, call it 9,000 with HE shells and fire. Got 1,369, so 2,000 points of damage off of my secondary batteries. Only took 11,700 plus, so probably 12,000 there. And here we go again. I would have had 100,000 more credits if I would have had premium, and I would have gotten 1,200 more XP. So that's what I get for not paying for premium. Anyways, I'd like to thank you for joining Captain Yamo in the World of Warships with Captain Yamo. Catch you later.